Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. This is my Xiaomi Mi 11 5G Lite NE. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Point is, this is a really good device, and I've been using it for some time now, and so about 3 days or so. This is a 72-hour follow-up, a little over 3 days, but wanted to go ahead and put this out to you and tell you how I feel about this device. Now, you guys know I've been rocking with Xiaomi for years. No ifs, ands, or buts. They are probably one of the most premium companies I've ever dealt with, and I think that if you're going to consider a device, you should consider a Xiaomi device if you live in the US. Now, I've been rocking with Xiaomi since my channel started. I mean, I think if you know me, you know I've been doing imports since the beginning. At one point, it was pretty much all Xiaomi, but times changed, and American companies or US companies got a little bit better, but I still think they don't compete when it comes to certain things that the other markets can bring. So using this for 3 days. So first question is, am I getting 5G? Absolutely not. It says 5G. This is my AT&T SIM card. Now it says 5G, but I'm not actually getting 5G. You can see that that's actually LTE, and the speeds are, no more than like 15 probably, depending on where I am. Now, if I go away and outside into an open field close to a tower, then obviously I'm getting 25 to 50. But in my house, I'm just getting AT&T's LTE, and these aren't bad speeds by any means. These are good speeds. That means that you can actually use this in the US. So that's something that you really should be concerned about. You're fine. Multimedia messaging works. Everything works. You just need to go in and put the APN settings in there, and that's pretty much it. And putting those in is not very difficult. You just go into the APN portion and type next gen phone, and then it'll populate the rest. So those are the speeds that I've gotten consistently in my house, no more than 15. So there's a lot about this phone that's unique in its own, and it employs some high-end features that other phones that cost 3 to 4 or 5 times the amount actually employ. So let's first take a look at the hardware. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up some more. Keep my microfiber cloth on point here. So looking at the hardware itself, I'm giving you just a second to kind of marvel at this because the hardware on this thing it's great. So there's some things you can't ignore. So the design and hardware of this phone is 6.8 inches and 6.8 millimeters in thickness. So this is a very thin phone, and the design of it is reminiscent of that frosted back on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is just a beautiful design, and when you consider this, think about what I just said. This design is reminiscent of my iPhone 13 Pro Max with the frosted back. This phone doesn't cost nearly as much as that. So the design element of this phone is fantastic, man. And you have a fingerprint reader in the power button, which is ridiculously fast. I mean, sometimes I hit that. It's just instant, man. You don't even have to do much and just to get it to open up. You got your fingerprint reader there, your volume rocker. You got a very thin camera bump here. This is an extremely slim camera bump for what this phone is punching at. The power that it's doing for cameras is incredible. Now you have an IR blaster up here on Xiaomi phones. I don't think they'll ever take that away. I'm happy that they still do that. And you got a cancellation mic up there, Type-C, and then your SIM tray is on the bottom. Now I have the 8 gig version of this, 128 gig storage. So there's something I want to talk about with that too, but I'll talk about it in just a second. But the design of this phone is super thin, very clean design. You got a nice little small camera hole at the top up there. And then you have just your basic layout. So I'm gonna change the wallpaper to a darker wallpaper so you can kind of get a gist of, I'm just gonna use that same wallpaper, just the darker version right here. I like these wallpapers. So this phone has, and I gotta get right into it. I mean, the design of this is just ridiculous. So there's a feature in here that's buried way down in there, and I want to go into settings here, and I'll go down to additional settings, and it's buried way down here because this wasn't turned on, and it's called memory extension. Look at what this says. I'm adding 3 gigs of RAM So instead of me having an 8 gig version phone, I actually have an 11 gig version. As long as I have the storage available, I can do that. So when you consider this now, this is a phone that does not cost a lot. That is the most incredible thing about this phone, is being able to add virtual RAM. Now, this was introduced also on my Samsung device, the Samsung Z Flip and the Samsung Z Fold 3. They now have virtual RAM. And so, these are things you really need to pay attention to. At the price point of this device, being able to add virtual RAM, beast mode. Now, the device is running 12.5 right now, MIUI. It's Android 11. As you can see, there's an update up there. I don't know what it is, so let's see if it's something. Yep, there's another update. Now, I just updated this phone 3 days ago, and it's already getting another update. Another one. Yeah, so, let's see what's new real quick. It's the same thing, optimized security. This might be the same one from earlier. Oh, no. Yeah, nope. This is another one. So we'll download that later, but nonetheless, that's my second update in 3 days. And this is what I talk about when it comes to Xiaomi devices. Their software is on point, man. It's really nice. Anyway, adding virtual RAM is just phenomenal, man. And so I'm surprised that more phones don't do that at this time. But it is totally possible for companies to do that. They probably just choose not to. So taking a look here, as you can see, like I said, I have a 8 gig, 128 gig model, and I'm using 3 gigs of this for my virtual RAM to make the phone extremely speedy. And I want to show you their storage space setting here application. I think this is really nice. This is just something that's just good software appearance. This is their features and options on this phone are just very nice. And small things like this, to me, makes me appreciate Xiaomi even more. So just looking at the way they have their storage setting done here, it's just beautiful. I had to show that to you. So these are the settings. You do have always on display. As you saw, mine is on. You can have all these different things here. This is just, it's just good, man. So I'm gonna go in and change it. You can do all of these right here, man. It's endless possibilities for what you can do with this device for your always on display. It's incredible, man. So I chose this one down here just to have something different than I wouldn't normally do. But let's go here and we'll apply this, and now you can see there it is. It's applied. And so the always on display animation, I'll leave it at this one because I actually like it. So you can see that's what my always on display will look like. But these settings are Xiaomi settings, nothing crazy about it. So the software experience, I like. There was some bloatware on here. There was a lot of games on here that I really wasn't a fan of. But I took them off and I left these two, this Dust Settle, the Blockbuster, and there's also a PUBG game down here as well. But I'll download Asphalt 9 and play that for you in this video as well. But I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited that I was able to grab this because it's actually a really low price, under $300, I believe, at the time. And I'll have links down below so you can check the current pricing. But nonetheless, this software experience is somewhat feature rich, just like because it has themes. This is running the Snapdragon 778G, which is a 5G processor, and it's up to you to determine whether you think something's speedy or not. But I think this phone flows along pretty nicely. This is their app store where you can add different apps and themes. It's just a bunch of different things you can do in here, and this is the good part about having a Xiaomi device. They have a lot more premium themes in here now, but they used to have a lot of free themes, and I'm pretty sure there are still a lot of free ones. Here's an eclectic one. This is eclectic right here. I want to go ahead and do this one here. This looks like it's going to be really nice. Yeah. So again, you can go into the theme store and download the themes. I was doing this, but I'll apply that later. But let's go ahead and take a look at the, I'll show you some camera footage that I did a few days ago. And we'll see what you think about that. is a 1080p 60 on the front outside. I think the front camera struggles a little bit. It's blowing out the back a whole bunch. Like that's completely blown out. But the sun is over there, so you can see front camera definitely is not the strong suit. That's a pretty cool shot right there though. But yeah, the front camera is definitely not the strong suit. It has to be like perfect lighting for this to do really good on the front camera. So you do have the dual video option on this. You can use 2 cameras at once. I think it's pretty cool. But again, the front camera looks good in this position because it's cutting off a little bit of the area that's blown out. But overall, dual video is possible. Here's a wide angle shot. This is 0.6. Pretty good. This is a 2-time video, 2-time in with the 2x button in 4K 30 on video. They've just destroyed my view. I'm pretty sure people in this community doesn't think that they destroyed, but they destroyed my beautiful view of just open field back there. 2x, 2 times in. All right, so what did you think about the cameras? I'm pretty sure you were somewhat impressed. I think the photos and rear video are absolutely fantastic. The front video struggles just a little bit, but that's okay because, every phone has some kind of issue with it or, some kind of dislike. So, yeah, here's the theme applied. It applies on all icons. And that's the point of me showing you a theme on Xiaomi. I like how they do it. It also has the dual drop down as well. And if you go with their launcher right here, you can see this is how it looks here. They have this newer version, but that is a quick look at the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite 5G NE. So you can get this and use this in the US. I'm using it on AT&T US right now. Just be sure to check it has all the bands and everything to work on at least the enhanced LTE in the US. And I think you'll be fine with this. You can save a lot of money if you want a premium device. Now, one thing I want to talk about before I get out of here is battery life. Man, it has ultra power saving mode, but I have yet to use it and I'm on 70% or so left. So I think these cameras are good. I think the battery is good. I think the build quality is just sick. Let me show you real quick. Let me do some build quality things here for you. Look at this. This is on par in build quality, but it's super thin. It's like half the thinness of my iPhone. Pretty much the same size. It's a lot slimmer, thinner, and you get a very premium feel and look, man. This is great. Really, really nice. And I'll go ahead and bring in the Pixel 6 because I know some of you guys might want to see that. And so here it is right here. That is what it looks like with these devices. And the Pixel 6 Pro is right here. The Pixel 6 Pro is obviously, favors the Pixel 6, so I don't want to bring it in. But to me, this is a great competitor to the Pixel 6 because it's a 90 hertz AMOLED display. That alone, is a balanced playing field, and it costs less than the Pixel 6. So I'll compare these video cameras and software and everything. Software wins to me, obviously, with stock Android, but cameras is what I'll probably dig into, and battery life once I've got a little bit more time in with this device right here. But this Xiaomi is just, oh my gosh, it feels great, folks. It feels great. You have no idea. It's a beautiful feeling phone. And I just think that if you get a chance to experience it, you'll be surprised at what it can do. So it's your man Jay. This is a much shorter version of a video I previously recorded, but I'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope you enjoyed this video on my new phone. Take care.